video.
The idea is to balance the equilibrium.
Okay.
Equilibrium, they say it's a state of stability. You cannot remove the subsidy and you don't want to balance the equilibrium. You have to balance the equilibrium first. What I mean by equilibrium, take away the subsidy, there are other factors. What about the transportation? The hike in price, how are you going to balance that? You need to balance everything. You can't just take away everything the man has. That is the spirit. So what we're saying to the Nigerian government is they should stop using theoretical ministers. Okay, because your Wella is too theoretical. Okay, her policies are not feasible enough. That's the fact. And we're going to get to that later.
When you check the average family in Nigeria, 141 naira per liter of fuel is going to affect everybody. I mean, it's going to be hiking normal commodities like groceries, normal things we do like the Gary and all that. It's not sense making right now. A lot of people are suffering. We don't have good infrastructure to like cater for the society. That's why everybody abroad looking for greener pastures. Looking for greener pastures to make ourselves better. Because the country's not helping us. They've not got any plans for us. Think about every day the NYC produces a lot of graduates and there's nothing to show for it. So we should look for something else to do, not to remove the subsidy, which is going to increase the that's already there. Okay, I think there are many things we can cut, like cut all the massive money they pay to the politicians, so that we can have the genuine people who are there for change. And Nigeria is really suffering from a lot now. We have to concentrate on security, not on cutting money. This is not a good thing. This is not a good way to start our year. So I commend the efforts of Nigerians worldwide trying to protest against this wicked act. So I'll say it's a welcome one, it's a nice one. So we here in Australia, we stand firmly with our Nigerian counterparts everywhere in the world to say no to the removal of fuel subsidy. Fuel should be 65 naira. Still, that's what we stand for. So. Tributes as to all the Nigerian struggles goes out.
Solidarity with our Nigerians back home, our brothers and sisters. We're fighting the good fight against corruption in the government. We're fighting the fight for social justice. The economic disparity in Nigeria has to stop. The social inequality has to stop. We cannot have people living on less than $2 a day and yet having to buy petrol at 141 naira. That is bullshit. We have no light. We have to rely on generators. We have no health care. We have to rely. You can't even afford to be sick in Nigeria because it's just too much money. Education system is in shambles, and yet you take the only benefit that you give to us, you take it away. And it's enough is enough. You must stop corruption, transparency in the government, accountability in the government, remove immunity from the people who are in government, who are criminals. They are the ones who steal our money, they embezzle oil money, and they send their kids to the best schools overseas. And what happens to our children? They go to university for 10 years because strike today, strike tomorrow. We must put a stop to that.
It's very imperative that the issue of suicide bombing and killing people in Nigeria should stop. We are all afraid to go back. I cannot go back. I am filled with fear right now. My families are down there. My woman is down there. Our families are in the north. Every day when I wake up in fear. I wake up in the expectance of hearing her to speak to me. Why? Because I basically cannot control what's going to happen next. I have loved Nigeria all my life. My name and my origin stems from there. But what's the essence of going back to a country who does not embrace you or your success? We are dying every day. Yes. And the reason for this death is our government. This is a shout
out to our fellow Nigerians everywhere across the world. We are here in Australia trying to protest against the removal of fuel subsidy. This appeal is going to my president, Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan, I honestly voted for you for the office of the presidency because I felt very safe with the fact that someone who's come from a very humble background is going to be the president. Remember in your campaign you said you used to walk 5 kilometers without shoes, without sandals, and now in your experience of that, would you want that to continue in this age? Like everybody is now going to take to the street because they can't afford to buy fuel at 141 naira. per liter. Think about the average person. Think about how this thing is going to translate to the average person in the society. Now, forget about the IMF report. Statistics don't work. Great infrastructures are supposed to be encouraged. This is a good step, but at the wrong time. We have to provide infrastructure so people will believe in Nigeria. People will live in Nigeria and stop fleeing Nigeria. We support the 65 naira a liter till date, and we occupy the streets wherever it is till something happens.
If you want to take away the subsidy, fine. I keep saying that. Balance the equilibrium. Provide means for other things.
Yes.
But I'm saying this, okay? And we're calling on every Nigerian in Australia to join this solidarity. We are going, by God's grace, to Canberra for a peaceful protest. If nothing done by Monday, we're going to do that. That's what we're saying. We start on $65 per liter. You can't work with theoretical CBN governor. You can't work with theoretical your Minister of Finance. They are not practical.
No database. No good database to even translate.
Cut back government spending. Maybe you'll have enough money there.
Yeah, how can you send 400 delegates to Australia for Commonwealth conference? How much do you spend per head? 2,500 times 400 delegates.
Why?
That's wasteful. What are they coming here to do?
Exactly. Why do you need hundreds of millions of naira just to eat? What are you eating?
Gucci
rice?
Beans and Louis Vuitton rice.
Jonathan,
Yes.
I beg, make you free my people. Not be smart, you know. All of them know they die, but they will be like saying a Biafra war that they want to start again. I beg, make you leave these people. Money where they enter your hand reach. Make everything finish now. What did they happen there? People where they travel, they go Nigeria now. They don't go again because flight now, no, they stop for it. Now Dubai, now everybody they stop there. Me they go for my funeral now in 2 weeks. I don't go. What did they happen now? That Gucci rice and DKNY go to want the job. You know if you get them again, no. I beg, leave us, I beg. Everything, look at. Now fuel. The time before you enter, you say that so everything go do okay. You say fuel go do okay. You say lights, NEPA, everything go do okay. Road, no, go to our road. You be like saying a village today. I beg,
President
I
Jonathan,
beg.
if everybody in every part of the world is against you, the US, Canada, Finland, Australia, Europe, Africa, South Africa, everybody is saying one thing against you. And we are not stupid that all of us are talking against you. You should sit back, reflect on what you've done, and see that there needs to be balance, absolute balance. If there is no balance, we are not moving forward. If you're going to remove the subsidy, and you need kerosene to do things. They need food. Yeah. They need to move.
Firewood self don't too expensive.
If you don't make all these things happen, listen. You came to Australia. You've been to the US. You've been to UN. You've been everywhere, and you can see how things are moving. And yet you are still moving back.
I can tell your grandmother in one village.
You can do statistics. You can say you are doing all these things, but if it's not improving, we are not doing anything. Look at Fashola in Lagos. Look at Fashola, and I'm saying it again. Lagos has changed dramatically. We are still moving, but he has done something. He's meeting the needs.
I think Jonathan has a very good idea, but he's not just putting it in the right way. Because first and foremost, I'm an economist and I'm a consultant, so I just feel I read economic issues. But the first and foremost thing he should do is to cut down recurrent expenditures.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is really eating deep into the pocket of our treasury. Cut down recurrent expenditures. Then bring in private investors. No, it's Nigeria can't do it alone. The government can't do it alone. Yes. That will be through a public-private partnership. Yes. Yeah. For it to really work, Nigerians are suffering. So that's just what I've got to say.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni tó kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ń sin ó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé tó bá invest dáadáa a máa rí ipa ẹ̀. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ àwọn investors máa wá látòkè ọya kí wọ́n wá fi owó sí ìlú wa kán sì wá ṣe nǹkan tó bójú mu sí ìlú wa ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ò bá sí ààbò báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ wọlé ó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kó sọ pé kí n wá lé ẹ tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé olè ń bọ̀ láti wá pa mí ṣé o máa wá ni kò ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà àsìkò ti tó kó ṣe nǹkan tó tó àtèyí tó yẹ àbí kí ló fẹ́ sọ sọ̀rọ̀ wa yìí.
Èmi support ẹ fún mi.
Àbí.
And fine. World Bank they said the infrastructure, whatever, for Nigeria is like $20 billion. So Rome is not built in a day. Fine. I know it has a good plan for Nigeria, but we can't just get there in a day. We have to start from somewhere. So
and the somewhere is just providing means.
Definitely.
Balance equilibrium.
Yeah.
Transparency.
Cut down on government expenditure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Too much. It's ridiculous.
Aside from that, there is a need. There is a need for you to put a certain year plan. If you are going to execute something, you won't do it abruptly. The people need to be aware of what you're about to do. Let them be prepared. Let them put their guards on. And whatever they need, to get this thing rolling, help them to get it. Help them to get that. That is the solution. And that's the only way we can get past all this.